पंजाब केसरी नवोदय टाइम्स में आज हमारी खास मेहमान है द ब्यूटीफुल एंड टैलेंटेड मंजरी फडनिस, जो कि अपना रोल रिप्राइज कर रही है फ्रीलांसर के सेकंड पार्ट फ्रीलांसर द कंक्लूजन में। क्या होने वाला है इस सीरीज में, उनके रोल में कितने चेंजेस हैं, क्या क्या हम देखेंगे, वो सारी बातें करेंगे। लेकिन सबसे पहले मंजरी, अ वार्म वेलकम टू यू ऑन आवर प्लेटफॉर्म।
Thank you so much, Nidhi. Thank you for having me.
तो प्लेजर इज ऑल आवर्स। बट ये बताओ मुझे कि जब पहला सीजन आया था या पहला पार्ट आया था, उसके बाद से ही द फैंस हैड बीन स्टार्टेड सेइंग कि अरे यार, डोंट कीप अस वेटिंग, सेकंड पार्ट
Yeah,
लेके आओ।
yeah,
इट्स फाइनली हियर नाउ, सो एज
it is.
समबडी जो कि उसका पार्ट रहे हैं, हाउ डू यू फील?
I'm very excited about the reactions. मुझे इतने अच्छे reactions मिले हैं, like I mean, पहले it used to be mostly like जाने तो like my Meghna and all that, but now wherever I'm going, whoever I'm meeting or any strangers on the road, wherever I go, they're like, when is Freelancer season 2 or like part 2 coming? We're waiting desperately. On Instagram, people messaging me, and just generally the love the show has got is so encouraging. It's so amazing to see.
करेक्ट, बट जब इनिशियली आप उसका हिस्सा बने थे, एंड while you read the script and while you were
Yeah.
shooting, did you think कि इतना praise, इतना appreciation मिल जाएगा?
Huh. I
हाँ।
did think so. I definitely thought so because when I read the script, I couldn't stop reading. It was like so fast paced, and understanding and knowing the kind of projects Neeraj Pandey sir, creates. I knew this is going to be something which will be absolutely like it'll enthrall the audience.
राइट, सो फर्स्ट पार्ट के बारे में मैं बात करूंगी, बट एज द एंटिसिपेशन अभी इतना बढ़ गया ना सेकंड पार्ट को लेके,
जी.
इट्स फाइनली हियर नाउ, तो व्हाट टू एक्सपेक्ट, कितना थ्रिल, कितना एक्साइटमेंट और एक्सपेक्ट करें हम?
I think it'll be a complete edge of the seat show, and I think like people won't be able to stop watching it. It's just going to be so fast paced, and like it's going to be very, very thrilling.
राइट, और आप अपना रोल रिप्राइज कर रहे हो तो कुछ
जी.
डिफरेंट है, आपका जो कैरेक्टर आर्क है
हाँ.
उसमें कुछ डिफरेंट है, बिकॉज फर्स्ट सीजन में या फर्स्ट पार्ट में
Hmm.
भी सॉ यू एज द एंकर, होल्डिंग
Yeah. Yeah.
द प्रोटैगनिस्ट, तो यहाँ अभी कुछ चेंजेस हैं?
Um. Yes, you will see a little different side of me. I mean, मैं ज्यादा भी बोलना नहीं चाहूंगी. I think you should watch it. That'll be better. So you will see a little different shade of my character. Like I mean, I'm just dying to say it, but I won't. So just watch it. Yeah.
ओके, बट ऑब्वियसली हम भी नहीं चाहेंगे कि आप कोई यू स्पिल द बीन्स, बट टेल मी, जब एक आप किसी चीज का पार्ट होते हो और फिर वापस उसका सीक्वल आता है या फिर उसका सेकंड पार्ट आता है, तो एक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आपको लगता है एज एन एक्टर की बढ़ जाती है, बिकॉज लोगों की एक्सपेक्टेशन बढ़ चुकी होती है?
Um. Definitely that happens, but on this particular thing, because technically it is one season, right? If it has been given in two parts. So we knew this is going to be something that audience are going to absolutely love.
हाँ,
And as you have seen, the excitement is there, and it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning right now.
राइट, एंड मे दिस ऑल्सो बी द बिगनिंग ऑफ यू गेटिंग द काइंड ऑफ रोल्स दैट यू आर गेटिंग, द काइंड ऑफ वर्क जो आप कर रहे हो। बट टेल मी, जब इनिशियली आपके पास आया ये, व्हेन यू रेड द स्क्रिप्ट, वो एक चीज क्या थी which made you say yes to it, apart from it being Neeraj Pandey's project?
Yeah, apart from that being that, because I felt the character had a lot of depth. It had a lot of scope to perform. It had a scope to impact the audience, impact the character of Mohit Rena, because
Hmm.
it is as I earlier also said, it was an anchor to the character of Mohit Rena, who is throughout like hard cop, a hard spy, whatever, he's that whole situation. But as I always say, like every human being has a human side to him or her. Similarly for him, like I mean, like it shows that side of his. So yeah, I mean, like that was important for me, that my character, whatever I play in whatever films, whatever series I do, it needs to leave an impact. Otherwise, what's the point, right? So yeah, so I mean, I think that's what kind of made me say yes, definitely, because also it gave me an opportunity to understand the illness, the mental illness that she's going through. So I mean, I
Hmm.
kind of read a lot about what she has been going through. So it gave me that whole thing of, okay, I'll get to add layers to it. I'll get to prepare for something that I'm unaware of. I'll learn more about it. So, I mean, there are a lot of things involved in me being extremely excited about being a part of this project.
राइट अच्छा यहाँ तो आपका जो कैरेक्टर है शी हैज दिस डिसोसिएटिव डिसऑर्डर तो आपने एक
Yeah,
प्रेप की आप साइकोलॉजिस्ट के साथ बैठे बट इफ आई एम
yeah.
नॉट रॉन्ग अदरवाइज ऑल्सो जब आप अपने कैरेक्टर्स की तैयारी करते हो तो एक बायोग्राफी सी उनकी लिख लेते हो कि भाई वो कब पैदा हुए उनका सनसाइन क्या है
Yeah,
इज दैट
yeah,
राइट
you read that. Yeah, 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 I do that. And it's my fun. It's my entertainment while I'm preparing for a character.
सो इट हाउ डज इट हेल्प यू क्योंकि आपको एक स्क्रिप्ट
हाँ,
दी गई है आपके पास
जी,
डायलॉग्स हैं बट दिस बैक स्टोरी जो आप बना लेते हो
yeah,
आपके कैरेक्टर की कैसे हेल्प
yeah.
करता है मंजरी
It really helps, it really, I can't tell you how much it helps. So it's like, it kind of, even though audience are not able to see my backstory of what I've created for myself, but what happens is, when so sometimes, हम लोग कभी कुछ scene, like we sometimes do a scene which is later in the script,
हाँ
or it is before or something, so what I do a lot, और बीच में बहुत gap हो जाता है shoot के बीच में. So the moment I go back to my backstory, I know where I've come from, and it's somewhere shows on camera. Camera is such a sharp, smart instrument that captures even the slightest of nuances, the slightest of things. For example, like if while playing a particular project, if there's an emotional scene coming, okay, and if there's no backstory of that emotional scene, but I'm triggered for some reason, I know where the trigger has come from. So the little bit of twitch in the eye, or little bit of this whole so when I write a backstory, I'm a visual person. So what happens is, um I have an image in my mind playing, which audience might not see, but they might see it in the performance.
राइट
So I don't know how to explain this, but it really helps me as an actor to try getting the layers and the depth in the
No,
performance.
I'm getting your point because जब हम देखते हैं कई बार ऐसा होता है एक्टर्स को कि ऑफ कोर्स दे हैव देयर सेट ऑफ डायलॉग्स और फिर
Yeah.
रिएक्शंस भी हैं लेकिन कई बार हम देखते हैं कि यार ये तो इम्प्रॉम्प्टू होगा ये इन्होंने अभी
Mm.
अभी इम्प्रोवाइज किया होगा सो आई थिंक दैट्स व्हाट
Yeah.
यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट
Yeah, I mean, like, you in real life, in normal everyday life, there are times when, एक आपको एक इंसिडेंट याद आता है, and एक विजन होता है, at your in your subconscious mind, there's a vision. So
राइट
when you as an actor create that vision to perform a particular character, it makes a lot of difference. It does add something very strong.
राइट एंड यू नो आप जो ये बात कर रहे हो इट शोज द काइंड ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस दैट यू कम विद डेकेड एंड अ हाफ ऑलमोस्ट इन द
Yeah,
इंडस्ट्री
yeah.
अक्रॉस लैंग्वेजेस अक्रॉस प्लेटफॉर्म्स
Yeah.
आपने काम किया है
Yeah.
सो दिस शोज कि यार ये एक्सपीरियंस है जो मैंने अपनी जर्नी से सीखा बट देन लुकिंग बैक एट योर जर्नी मंजरी हाउ डू यू फील एंड अगर आपके यंग सेल्फ को कुछ बताना हो तो व्हाट
हाँ.
वुड यू से
um I'm still telling myself things. So, um, if I want to tell something to my earlier self, like, just relax, yeah, ho jayega, sab ho jayega. I mean, like, you're here to stay. So, I mean, when you're new in the industry, you're trying to prove a point, you're trying to, um, you know, um, get approval and get validation and things, so but here it's more like, I think things do work out in itself. And like earlier, I did not know. When I came new in the industry, I thought ki pata nahi kitne time rahungi. I know how long will I continue to get work. But now I'm in a place when I'm like, theek hai, work will keep coming. This is where I'm going to be for the rest of my life. I don't have to rush. I don't have to hurry. Good things will keep happening, and good roles will keep coming. Probably better roles will come, because I think now in this stage of my career, I'm getting better roles. Like earlier when people used to tell me, oh, actress, it's a short span career. It's maximum 5 years. But no, I'm still here. I'm still standing strong. So yeah, I mean, I think I'm getting much better roles today. So I have time. So yeah.
राइट एंड बहुत सारे एक्टर्स ऐसा भी अब कहते हैं कि इस जो एक स्पैन की आप बात कर रहे थे एक्टर्स के लाइफ स्पैन की या जो हम कहते हैं शेल्फ लाइफ तो
Yeah.
ओटीटी ने उसमें कुछ साल या कई साल और ऐड कर दिए हैं
No, I think for an actor, there is no for an actor who loves this job, I don't think there's any span for the career. You can stay here for the rest of your life if you love what you do, and if you want to do what you do, and if you're good at what you do, I think you will survive.
Yeah, and you're one
much
such
longer.
example क्योंकि
Yeah.
across languages आप काम कर रहे हो, touchwood to that, may you keep getting work. But
Thank you so much.
I don't know, many people may not know कि आपने शुरुआत की थी as a singing reality show contestant. तो
You
वो
have
जो
really done your research. I love it.
इट्स इंटरेस्टिंग टू नो क्योंकि बहुत सारे लोग मंजरी को मंजरी दी एक्ट्रेस जानते हैं, जैसे आपने भी
Yeah.
कहा जाने तू जाने ना उस नाम से जान रहे हैं, बट मंजरी ऑल्सो इज अ डांसर, मंजरी ऑल्सो इज अ सिंगर, ट्रेंड है आप दोनों में, तो वो
जी.
भी मुझे आप बताओ यार कि वो अभी गाने वाला जो कीड़ा है, इज इट स्टिल अलाइव एंड किकिंग समवेयर?
Ari, it's kicking much more now. It's kicking
अच्छा.
stronger right now. So, I mean, it was dormant for a couple of many years actually, but of course, I was training. I have a singing teacher. I mean, I learned from Sucheta Bhattacharji. She's my classical music teacher. And before also, I come from a musical background. Meri nani classical music teacher thi for all her life. My mom used to sing really well till she had her vocal cords ka some issue, but she used to sing really well. So everybody in my family is very musically inclined somewhere, and that was always there. But acting became my first passion. Even though I started stage life from singing and dancing, but acting took over all the passion that I had, and I worked harder for that. I wish I'd worked harder for music as well, but I am continuing. And right now, I have been collaborating with a lot of musician friends of mine, and putting up some reels, singing reels and all on Instagram and things like that, which I'm getting a lovely response for. So I'm even more caked about it. So people will hear me sing a lot more. So
या
yeah,
हु नोज, नेक्स्ट इंटरव्यू हम आपकी किसी सिंगिंग प्रोजेक्ट के लिए कर रहे हो,
you never know.
है
You
ना, यू
never
नेवर
know.
नो, लेट्स थ्रो इट
Yeah,
आउट इन द यूनिवर्स.
yeah, already thrown out.
Okay, so let's talk about the kind of roles. जैसे डेकेड एंड हाफ में बहुत सारी मूवीज में बहुत सारा काम किया, बहुत सारे
हाँ,
रोल्स प्ले किए, बट एक होता
yeah,
है ना, एक एक्टर के अंदर फिर भी एक ख्वाहिश होती है कि यार ऐसा वाला एक रोल मिले, ऐसा वाला एक
yeah.
प्रोजेक्ट मिले.
जी.
मंजरी के बकेट लिस्ट में किस किस तरह की ख्वाहिशें हैं?
मैं एक बात बताऊं honestly, till now I have not got uh, what I really desire to do.
हम्म.
Like I want to I mean the projects which I had with which were headlining projects, unfortunately वो उनका promotion नहीं मिल पाया, something or the other happened, so ज्यादा लोग देख नहीं पाए हैं वो.
Right.
But I really want to do projects which I can use a lot of what I can do, on those roles, So I want to do a biopic. I want to headline a biopic. I want to do like some really important performance-oriented characters and roles and stuff. I really want to do a project which involves an animal and my relationship with an animal. I really am a huge animal lover, so I would love to do something which, explores that side of mine, because I have a great bond with animals. So yeah, so a lot of things I want to do. I mean, I haven't even started yet. So,
राइट राइट, सो अभी वो कर रहे हैं ना हम, वी आर थ्रोइंग इट आउट इन द यूनिवर्स.
yeah,
सो
absolutely.
मे यू कीप गेटिंग ऑल ऑफ दैट एंड मोर वर्क, बट
Yeah.
व्हाट नेक्स्ट आफ्टर द फ्रीलांसर कंक्लूजन?
So after Freelancer conclusion, there's a wonderful project I'm very excited about. I'm a part of. It's called Pune Highway.
हाँ.
So Pune Highway is directed by Bugs and Bugs Bhargava and Rahul Dakuna. Bugs had directed my film Barot House on Z5 before this, which got a lot of love and appreciation. So that is a project which has turned out quite good. So that has Amit Saad and Jim Sarb and myself and Anuv Pal and like some really, really good actors in that. And so I'm excited about that one. Then there's a project. Oh, there's this one project I had. In fact, I just came back from US. I had gone for the screening. It was selected for DC South Asian Film Festival. It's called Chalti Rahe Zindagi.
Okay.
Now that is directed by again one of my very very favorite directors I've worked with, Aarti Bagri. So we had done a project, a short film earlier called Khamakha, which
Uh-huh.
had won a film fair, and that got a lot of love from everyone, and they still kind of remember that. So it's the same director, but another beautiful, very heartwarming project called Chalti Rahe Zindagi, and that has been taking festival rounds. So it went to DC South Asian Film Festival, Chicago South Asian Film Festival, UK Asian Film Festival, then Jaipur, Khajuraho, Delhi. So it's been like taking rounds. So I think hopefully early next year that will release. Then there's one project by Abbas Mastan sir, Penthouse. So
Mm-hmm.
that'll come. Though I'm more of a cameo on that, but still, it's a good project. So yeah, and और भी कुछ कुछ आ रहा है, and a lot of musical collaborations with my friends.
नाइस
So
नाइस नाइस, चलो आप
yeah,
बहुत सारा काम करते रहो, हमें एंटरटेन करते रहो। बट एज एन एक्टर बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है अपनी रेलेवेंस बना के रखना, फ्रॉम व्हेन यू स्टार्टेड टू टुडे, बिकॉज सो मच हैज चेंज्ड, एंड एज एन ऑडियंस हमारे पास अभी इतना प्लेटर भरा हुआ है ना चीजों का
हाँ
कि कहाँ कहाँ देखे।
हाँ.
So what is your message to people who've been following your work, Manjari, since you started and have been liking you doing whatever you've done?
What do I want to say to them?
Yeah.
I just want to say to them, like, I mean, just keep watching my work and keep loving me, keep giving me all the love, because I think that is what keeps all of us actors going, right? I mean, audience is what makes and breaks us.
Hmm.
So the reason why I'm still like, standing tall and strong in the industry today after so many years is because of the love I still keep getting from the audience. So I mean, first of all, thank you so much to all of them for that. And please give me more love. So yeah.
यस इंडीड, वो आपको मिलता रहेगा, और आप बदले में ढेर सारा काम करके हमें एंटरटेनमेंट देते रहिएगा। सो
बिल्कुल जरूर.
मंजरी, विशिंग यू ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर द सक्सेस ऑफ द कंक्लूजन ऑफ फ्रीलांसर, एंड जो भी आप काम फ्यूचर में करें, और हम बहुत सारे इंटरव्यूज ऐसे अलग अलग आपके काम के करते रहें। दैट्स व्हाट आई एम
बिल्कुल.
थ्रोइंग आउट इन द यूनिवर्स फॉर यू।
Thank you so much, Nidhi. That's really sweet.
एंड थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर टाइम फॉर दिस इंटरव्यू।
Thank you. Thank you for having me.